Join me as I take on the challenge of mastering communication in my relationship using these tips. Let's see if I can really improve how we connect. Communication is the backbone of any successful relationship, and yet, it's often the most overlooked aspect. Whether you're in a romantic partnership, a friendship, or a family bond, communication is key to building trust, resolving conflicts, and fostering deeper connections. Communication breakdowns are all too common in relationships, and they can lead to misunderstandings, resentment, and even breakup. Have you ever felt like you're not being heard, or that your partner just doesn't get you? Or maybe you've found yourself stuck in a cycle of arguments and defensiveness, feeling like you're just talking past each other. That's exactly what happens when communication goes awry. When we don't communicate effectively, we create emotional barriers that can be tough to overcome. One of the most significant communication killers is a lack of active listening. When we're not fully present in the conversation, we miss crucial cues, and our partner feels ignored or dismissed. Another common pitfall is letting emotions get in the way of clear communication. When we're feeling anxious, angry, or hurt, it's easy to lash out or shut down, but that only leads to more misunderstandings. And then there's the issue of assuming we know what our partner wants or needs without actually asking them. It's amazing how often we think we're on the same page, only to discover we're actually worlds apart. Improving communication in our relationships takes effort and commitment, but the payoff is well worth it. So, what are some practical strategies we can use to communicate more effectively? For starters, it's essential to practice active listening. This means giving your undivided attention to your partner, maintaining eye contact, and asking open-ended questions to clarify their needs. It's also critical to express your feelings clearly, using I statements to avoid blame or accusation. Instead of saying, "You always do this," say, "I feel frustrated when this happens." It's a subtle shift, but it makes all the difference in how your message is received. Another powerful technique is to use non-defensive language. When we feel attacked or criticized, our natural response is to get defensive, but this only escalates the conflict. By staying calm, empathetic, and non-defensive, we can create a safe space for constructive dialogue. And finally, be willing to apologize and forgive. Holding grudges and resentments can poison a relationship, so it's essential to let go of past hurts and move forward. I want to share a personal story that illustrates the transformative power of improved communication. My partner and I were going through a tough time, and we realized that our communication had become stilted and superficial. We were avoiding deep conversations, and our connection was suffering as a result. But when we made a conscious effort to practice active listening, express our feelings clearly, and use non-defensive language, our relationship began to flourish. We started having more meaningful conversations, laughing together, and feeling more connected than ever before. One of the most remarkable shifts was in how we handled conflicts. Instead of getting stuck in arguments, we learned to navigate disagreements with empathy and understanding. We started to see each other's perspectives, and our conflicts became opportunities for growth and learning. It wasn't always easy, but the effort was worth it. Our relationship became a sanctuary, a place where we could be our authentic selves without fear of judgment or rejection. So, what can you take away from this video? Effective communication is the key to building stronger, more resilient relationships. By practicing active listening, expressing your feelings clearly, and using non-defensive language, you can create a deeper sense of connection and understanding with your partner. Remember, communication is a skill that takes time and effort to develop, but the payoff is well worth it. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you. What are some of your favorite communication tips and strategies? Share them with me in the comments below, and if you're looking for more relationship advice, be sure to check out my next video on building intimacy and trust.